last issue we need to address before we can put our topping down is this section right here. From this crack over to the wall, this has settled. As you can see when I put the level down, there's a good 1 or 2 inch gap there that this section has dropped. The best way to deal with this type of situation is with a self-leveling underlayment. It's a cementitious-based material that's highly polymer modified, mixed with water, and it basically achieves its own level. So let's go over and mix some of that right now. Behind me, Dave is making marks on the wall using the level so that we can snap a chalk line. That'll be the point we want the self-leveler to come up to when we pour the material on the concrete. This particular self-leveling underlayment requires a primer. It's a 1-part liquid system. It basically gets put down on the concrete, and then we'll take a broom and we'll spread that around. That's the beauty of a self-leveler. Basically mix it, pour it, the product is viscous enough that it finds its own level. So you can see when he was pouring that how it's going deep along the wall and it will feather itself out into the shallow area. It's going to take multiple bags to fill this area, but at the same time, it's a really inexpensive way to level out settled concrete sections on a basement floor. Once the self-leveler has been down for about 10-15 minutes, it starts to take a set. Dave is now using a trowel and finishing the edges, feathering them in so you don't get a lip or an elevation difference. That makes sure that when from the self-leveler to the existing concrete, you have a nice, uniform, smooth transition. That's also important because the final microtopping that's going to go over the whole entire floor, you don't want to have that line. That can also create a shadow. Time out. Let's talk a little bit about why concrete settles. 3 major reasons: expansive soils, moisture or high water table, or actually subsoil settling, meaning that the subbase wasn't prepared properly when the concrete was poured. No matter what the mechanism, it's important that if you think you still have movement in your concrete slab, you should hire an engineer to do an actual soils report. The last thing you want to do is spend a lot of time and money, go through this process to find out that your foundation is still in fact moving. There are 3 methods to deal with settling concrete or uneven concrete. The first that we've utilized here is a self-leveling underlayment. This works really well when you have small sections of concrete that have settled like we have here, or the entire slab has moved uniformly and it's not broken. The other 2 include raising the entire slab up through mud jacking or utilizing piers, and the third is rip out and replace. That third option, the nuclear option, rip out and replace, I only recommend that if the concrete is really in bad shape and there's no other method that can be used to save it. Got about 16 hours of cure time for our self-leveler. So join us for part 4 when the self-leveler is cured and we can put our final microtopping down on our concrete. We'll see you then.